Alligator gar is one of the most terrifying-looking fish in North America, with razor-sharp teeth, armor-like scales, and a body that can grow over 10 feet long. It looks like a creature straight out of a monster movie. But beyond its fearsome appearance lies an ancient survivor, a fish that has existed since the age of dinosaurs, over 100 million years ago. The alligator gar has survived for over 100 million years. But if you want stories like this to survive on YouTube, tap subscribe and join us for the next adventure. They can stretch over 10 feet long, weigh as much as a refrigerator, nearly 350 pounds, and snap their jaws shut with bone-crushing force. With their torpedo-shaped bodies and mouths lined with 2 rows of jagged teeth, these fish look like they were designed for a creature feature film. But here's the twist. Despite their terrifying appearance, these ancient giants are not monsters. In fact, they're one of the most fascinating survivors of Earth's evolutionary history. The alligator gar is the largest of 7 gar species found across North and Central America. Each species has its quirks, but the alligator gar stands apart with its broad snout and double set of teeth. It's a design that hasn't changed much in over 100 million years. That's right, while dinosaurs roamed the Earth, the ancestors of this fish were already prowling the waters. Reeling one in is no easy task. Anglers who fought an alligator gar on the line describe it as trying to haul in a refrigerator that fights back. Here's where things get even stranger. Unlike most fish, the alligator gar can breathe air. A special duct connects its swim bladder to its gut, allowing it to gulp oxygen from the surface. That means it can survive in waters where other fish would suffocate. Murky swamps, low oxygen rivers, and brackish estuaries. It thrives where others fail. This ability made it a master survivor, outlasting countless other species across millennia. Today, the alligator gar is mostly found in the lower Mississippi River Valley, stretching across states like Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Once they roamed even further north into places like Oklahoma and Kentucky. But overfishing, habitat destruction, and their reputation as a trash fish have shrunk their range. Still, in the waters they do inhabit, they reign supreme, apex predators of America's great rivers. When you're this big, you're not picky. Alligator gars feed on catfish, buffalo fish, and even blue crabs. They've been known to snatch turtles and waterfowl, sometimes grabbing injured ducks before hunters can. For centuries, they've had a reputation as thieves of the waterways, stealing prized fish and ruining nets with their teeth. But every predator has its role, and the gar is no different. Without them, ecosystems could spiral out of balance. Early American settlers didn't just fear the gar, they used it. Its thick, enamel-like scales were nearly indestructible. Communities fashioned arrowheads, tools, and even armor from them. Farmers lined plow blades with gar scales to survive rocky soil. This fish wasn't just food, it was survival. Fossil evidence shows that alligator gars have been around for over 100 million years. Some fossils trace back as far as 215 million years, making them living relics from a time when titanic reptiles ruled the land. They are one of nature's greatest survivors, carrying the same design that's worked for eons. For decades, the alligator gar was hated. Considered worthless, destructive, even dangerous, they were culled in massive numbers. Anglers blamed them for eating sport fish. Commercial fishermen saw them as a menace to their nets. The result? Populations plummeted. They became endangered in states like Arkansas and Kentucky and nearly vanished from others. But times have changed. Scientists now recognize the gar as a critical species for river ecosystems. Conservation programs are reintroducing them to states where they were wiped out, and anglers now see them as a once-in-a-lifetime trophy fish. Despite their frightening look, alligator gars pose no threat to humans. They don't hunt people, they don't attack boats, they just want fish, crabs, and the occasional unlucky duck. The only real danger is their eggs. While their meat is edible and even prized in some regions, their eggs are toxic to humans and animals alike. Eat them and you'll regret it. The story of the alligator gar is more than just a giant fish. It's about survival, misunderstanding, and redemption. Once reviled, now respected, this prehistoric predator stands as a reminder of how much of Earth's history still swims beneath the surface of our rivers. And perhaps when you're out on the Mississippi or a Texas bayou and you hear the splash of something massive breaking the surface, you'll know you're sharing the waters with a survivor older than the dinosaurs. The alligator gar, America's living river monster. Feared, misunderstood, but ultimately one of nature's greatest success stories.